So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it once again in the, oh gosh, we are way behind on this, so, why not catch up on all of them at once? So,
Just slam a jamma.
hope y'all are up for some, Overwatch stuff, because we are going to be doing
Because
Rise
we're
and
gonna watch over a lot of it. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. We're doing Rise and Shine, Overwatch animated short Rise and Shine,
What are you
Honor
doing?
and Glory, Shooting Star, and Reunion. So we are going to be doing all 4 of these just to catch up on the newest one and the latest one, Reunion, which I believe introduces, what's her name?
Ash.
Thank you.
Yep.
So,
And Bob.
Huh?
And Bob.
Yeah, more importantly, it introduces Bob.
Yeah.
Bob.
Bob is the best. Peanut, are you finding crumbs? Is that what
Hopefully
you're doing?
he ain't a builder. Okay, so...
Oh, no.
He's
just
more of a
he's just-
demolitionist.
He's
Yeah.
more of a badass, really.
Bob the Destroyer. Okay,
Yeah, it
so
doesn't quite have the
that's-
same ring to it.
No, Bob the Breaker.
That's better.
There we are. It's okay.
Bob
So,
the badass, though, I think is...
Bob the Badass. Yep, that
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
That works. That
Uh-huh.
works very well.
That works.
So anyway, we have the first one queued up here, Rise and Shine. Let's give it a watch and see what happens. Here we go.
What are you doing, man? Yeah.
We're still in the middle of this massive ice storm. It's crazy. We missed our resupply window and we're low on rations. So Captain Opara is having the team hibernate.
Come on, man. Cryo chamber time.
You guys are really behind on these, aren't
No,
you?
look at it. Look at it, Nick.
Look at what?
It's a Murloc mug.
Sensors on,
Oh, yeah.
So when we wake up, I'll have a whole new data set to examine.
Hey, you're loading up that time.
Sorry. Bye.
Nate jamming out over there like always.
Hope y'all are ready to possibly cry on camera.
Yeah, I get the feeling this one's going to be real sad.
I've heard. I've heard, but I've not seen. Seen, but not heard.
Either way.
Do not enter dangerous areas while playing Pokemon Go. Too late. I'm already here.
Yep.
We should have ran a long time ago. I'm kidding.
Yep.
What's this alien bullshit?
Yep.
怎么这么冷啊？
Oh, little Yeti slippers.
Get up, Snowball.
Hey!
Rise and shine, sleepyhead.
I know that hair. I'm used to that.
Aw.
Now, let's see what our new dataset looks like. The atmospheric fluctuations above the anomaly have gotten... It's much worse than we predicted. We have to get this to headquarters. Where is all this data coming from? Snowball, how long have we all been asleep? What? No! Overwatch would have come for us. And the comms are down?
Overwatch was shut down.
Nobody even knows we're here. Wait a minute. Where is everybody?
Damn.
Yeah, don't show that. It's better if you don't see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes what you don't see can be much worse than
Yep.
what you do.
Oh, Snowball.
Oh, boy.
9 years worth of data. I could save millions of lives. I will take her work to the world, my friends.
Come on, knuckle.
I mean, I will try.
Oh, her little hat.
Little hot.
This is broken. How do I get this data out?
Oh.
You fucking kidding me?
Oh.
You know, what you doing?
I can't do this alone.
You think you
Sure
can,
guys were here.
but you can.
Thank you, Snowball. At least I still have you.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if we can make the batteries last a little longer. Wait, what is this? This is broadcasting on the Overwatch emergency frequency.
It's Winston.
Maybe someone knows we're here. If I could just...
Yep.
Come on, Snowball. We're
Problem
not
in the
on ice
structure.
yet.
Mm-hmm.
Use that big brain of yours.
Okay, this is fantastic.
Aha!
Oh.
Oh, great.
Oh no. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ugh. That was the last battery, wasn't it? I can't believe I forgot about the batteries. Without power, we're dead. There has to be a way.
Oh, no.
I just needed a little more time.
Snowball. Oh, no.
The power! Snowball! What? No! Snowball! You can't.
Oh, honey.
Damn.
Snowball. Well, okay, we know Snowball survives.
Thank you, my friend.
Oh, fuckles. Oh, fuckles.
Shit.
Oh. Wow.
Effective.
Wow. Come on. Winston? Oh my gosh! Come on!
People decided they were better off without us. They even called us criminals. They tore our family apart. But look around! Someone has to do something! We have to do something! We can make a difference again. The world needs us now, more than ever. Are you with me?
So how do I get off this rock? Oh.
Damn.
Oh. Oh.
You made it this far.
Yay!
Hey!
Rise and shine, Snowball. We're on our way.
There we go.
Oh.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So there we go.
I need to check on Peanut. I'm worried about him. I think maybe he needs to go outside. I'll
Okay.
run him outside real quick.
Go ahead. So,
Come on, Peanut. Let's go.
Maze. I keep running into May on people who play as May online, and the ice wall and the certain people they cheese they do cheese plays as May, and it's annoying as all hell.
The most annoying thing is when people fuck their own teams over as me.
Oh God, yeah. Right when you're about to go out the gate, it's like, all right, guys, let's do this. Ice wall. God dang it.
Oh god, I'm trapped in a room with Genji and he just did his ult. I'm coming out the door right now. I'm gonna teleport out. Poof! May, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. That's usually what happens. I mean, I still like playing Overwatch every now and again. I log on every now and again just to have some fun and play around, but Jesus, dude, sometimes the people on there are so anal retentive over the most infinitesimal things. But the people who play as May, like if you get a good May on your team, you can do a lot of really good stuff. But the people who troll as May, I'd say May is probably the easiest to troll as.
Yeah.
Because
you can straight up like disrupt people's pathing and stuff and positioning with May.
yeah, it's annoying.
Even your own team.
Yeah, in which you're actually yelling for the other team to kill that May, just
Yeah.
like kill her now, kill her. Oh God, Jesus. So
Yeah, it also feels real bad when you are playing against her, like anytime you get frozen in place and you're like, oh, damn it.
and then she just walks up and ice.
It's like the only character where you're like, you know you're dead before you're actually dead.
Yeah, because you're just like, and then all of a sudden she's just like, hold on, I'll take care of it. Icicle to the friggin' dome.
Yeah. I hate when
Dead.
she sneaks up on me and I'm just like, you know, trying to do something and all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, dead. Yeah, and whenever I play as Genji, I'm able to like run through, like keep my distance, shuriken, and then like if in order to get a kill like up close, I can do the speed rush in and get her that way. But I usually try and keep my distance from May because whenever you're within that vicinity where she can slow you down, once you start to slow down and you don't have a way out, you're pretty much done for.
Yeah, like my main DPS is Reaper. And it's real annoying when I play against a good one because it's like, I can stay away from her and keep her from killing me, but I can't fucking kill her either because of her stupid ice block and shit.
Yeah.
It's like real hard.
Yeah, her hibernation thing.
Yeah, unless she's just dumb and like gets too far away from her team, and then like usually she'll ice block and I'll just be like, just wait for her to pop out and blah.
Yeah, dead.
It's like, but anytime you have a good one that stays kind of near their team, like they'll ice block right before you pick them off.
Yeah.
And then like you'll be Reaper, and so like you'll be like,
Okay.
time to go. Like,
Yeah.
you have to get back out. You don't have any chance to finish her off.
Yeah, that's if you're, and also if you're, if they have a good healer on their team, like if they have a good mercy. That's like
Yeah, it makes her even harder to kill.
Yeah, in some games, actually, I find myself, if we don't have a healer on our team, I'm just like, okay, god dang it. And I just go and I get Mercy or Zenyatta, and I just like heal everybody and buff everybody and all that.
Yeah.
And it's just, it makes a world of difference when you have a good healer or heck, having what's her name? She's the one that can have the positive and negative effect.
Moira?
Yeah, Moira.
Yeah, that's my support main right now.
Yeah,
she's not really apparently meta, but I just play her better than all the other healers, it seems like.
Well, that's fine. I mean, she has really good attack range and really good drain on people's lives.
My favorite thing about her is if I get caught out by like an assassin character, like a Genji or somebody, half the time I can actually kill them instead of them killing me with her. So it's kind of funny. It's like I'll sit in the back and I'll be like, you're healed, you're healed. I'm going to throw this into that room with all you guys and you're all going to be healed as fuck. And then like, oh shit, there's a Genji. And people are like, oh, where at? I'm gonna help you get him. Never mind, I killed him. It's all good.
There you go.
I like doing that just because like with Mercy, it's like you're like, oh shit, there's a Genji. Please, someone please save my fucking life.
Run. Yeah, that's
you're
why
dead if someone doesn't help you.
Support. I don't try and kill anybody. I only, like, whenever I'm playing as Mercy or Zenyatta, I play full support.
Zenyatta, actually, you can kill the crap out of people with.
Well, yeah, I mean, but, and I'm pretty good at, like, the throwing knives and all that, but still, to me, I'm better as a pure healer than I am.
Oh, you mean the orbs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Heather just got back, and so Peanut ran up there. And here he comes. He's coming back.
The thing about Zenyatta is his alternate fire. You can charge it up, and whenever you're defending a choke point, you can throw it through, even if you haven't necessarily seen anybody, and like you have basically a 50-50 chance of actually hitting someone in the face and just deleting them.
Yeah.
And so he's stupid ridiculous for that reason.
Man, Zenyatta's my boy.
Yeah. So, all right.
It also cracks me up as Moira when I'll just decide to throw a damage orb into a room, and then I see that I got 2 kills. I'm like,
well,
okay.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Have a success. So, all right, we are now moving on to Honor and Glory. So, Honor and Glory. This is the This is the second one we didn't get a chance to watch. I know a lot of you out there are happy that we're getting to these finally.
Who this?
This, I think, Reinhardt.
All right, makes sense.
What's the title?
Honor and Glory.
Yeah, it's Reinhardt.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get it on screen, and here we go.
Everybody's going to be mad at me in the comments because they're going to be able to assume that I've already seen all of these.
That's fine.
Who cares?
Can't help it. I'm a big Overwatch
you're
fan.
a Blizz head, dude. It's fine. I know Blizzard's pissed a lot of people off here recently.
Oh yeah.
Hey Blizzard, why you do this? Why
you all have phones, don't you? Wow, that's
Winston's
great.
message wasn't meant for you.
Trying to be all hip with the kids.
Yeah, it doesn't mean... I have a phone right here. I'm going to use it to send you a tweet that says you're all assholes.
You gave Overwatch everything, and then they pushed you out. Why would you go back to them?
Honor and Glory. And wasn't that everyone's introduction to Brigitte?
Yeah.
I have been called.
Brigitte.
Brigitte.
I must answer. It is a great honor. To disappear into some secret organization. Give up the glory of being a crusader? I don't think so.
He wishes he got picked.
Another.
The Crusaders are immortal defenders of Germany. People will be singing songs about our legacies.
Our legacies are our deeds. And this war is bigger than all of us.
Drop huts to the east, they're coming!
All right, people, they're playing our song. Stick with your dance partners. Let's crush those rust buckets. Here's your walking stick, old man. Live with honor. Time is glory.
Man, that armor's fucking sweet.
Oh, dude, I love the Reinhardt's armor.
Fire!
Yeah!
Put your helmet on, rookie!
Hammer down.
I love the wind in my hair. Get back and protect your team. They're just slowing me down.
Besides, they're fine!
Oh, Reinhardt, you...
Reinhardt used to be a bad tank.
Of course, he never learned.
Hello. Who are you?
Big boy.
What is that?
That is mine!
Reinhardt, no.
Damn it, Reinhardt!
Reinhardt, yes.
It's not about you.
Put your helmet on, rookie.
I don't think he has one
you
right
got,
now.
Yeah, you just got stopped.
Oh, baby.
Reinhardt! We're being overrun!
Okay.
Fall back to the rally point. I'll get Reinhardt.
Those, that robot design's fucking sweet.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. There you go.
I had this.
Sure.
Obviously. They're cutting us off. Let's move.
Tank mode.
Man. He
That
ain't...
door won't hold. Get back to the unit.
Oh, no.
Above. And let you have all the glory. We will fight our way back together.
I don't think so.
I'm staying here. But without you, Lieutenant, you took an oath to be a crusader. Now, keep it. I won't leave you. The team needs you. Be their shield.
Yeah, stop being a shitty tank. Peanut! Peanut, what is it?
Reinhardt, live with honor. Die with glory, old friend.
Well. Knock him dead, big guy.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that's sweet.
The double hammer? That's kick ass.
That's an all-time look for Reinhardt
Right?
to have.
Like spinning hammers?
Yeah, the double hammer charge.
Yep.
If Mike,
That's it. That's the one.
if Mike were here,
Like the
he would-
hammer barrage.
The Mike's inevitable comment about double fisting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn you, hook tank.
Damn you, hook tank. Hammer throw. Hot damn. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Hammer down! Reinforcements.
Oh, thank God.
Proud kings of the past.
Oof. That's a hell of a cut.
Old friend.
I have been called. I must answer. Always.
That's a battle-scarred sumbitch right there.
Yep. Man.
I have been called, I must answer. So there we go.
It's frustrating how long they've been building up this story and still haven't gone like fucking anywhere with it. Though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you think about this. When did World of Warcraft launch?
2003. Okay. Yeah.
And you think about it. 15 years on. You think about all they've gone through in those 15 years, and it's because the world expands and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I'm thinking is that they're saving this for after all that they're going to do with World of Warcraft. I think they're going to continue to incrementally expand Warcraft, but nowhere near the expansions that you've been getting, you know, like Lich King, Cataclysm, Pandaria, and now the latest one. I mean, you look at the huge expansions, you know, everything that grows, everything that expands out. And then you see this, and you see how much lore is there, but yet it's not going anywhere so far.
Well,
and I'm thinking they're saving it. They're
So,
saving it for...
The thing is it's a different kind of game.
yeah, see, I was just going to say
And they are actually losing a lot of their players right now because people are getting tired of it, and people are getting tired of waiting on anything to actually come of it.
Well,
And we were all actually hoping there would be an announcement at BlizzCon about Overwatch that would be something to bring everyone back. And they, not only did they not really have that, but usually they would announce a new map at BlizzCon, and they didn't even do that this year. Which Jeff said they're working on one still. He's like, well, just so you know, we're not announcing one, so don't feel like we're not working on one because we are.
Enough.
But yeah, it's like, if they don't do something soon, I'm afraid that the game's going to actually croak.
You think?
And yeah, because I mean, it's still got people that like it. I still like it. It's just, it's getting real easy to get tired of it. It's not got enough content quickly enough to keep everyone's interest.
So, you know, let's make the inevitable comparison because, you know, what you're discussing, another game has been through that already. Team Fortress 2.
Yeah.
And Team Fortress 2, for a game with, you know, 9 mercenaries fighting each other, they went real deep with the lore.
Yeah.
Like, you've got all manner of, like, comics. There's been actual, like, evolution within the game itself, like Man vs. Machine.
Yeah. And now you have the jungle, like the new...
Yeah, the jungle update. There's even more coming out. And, like, you have the whole, the whole comic series that they've done.
Yeah.
And, you know, you've got a world, and it's silly, but they're actually doing something with it. You know, and you look at Overwatch, which is a very, very similar game. I'm not going to say they're the same. I'm not saying that. Everybody just lay off. But it would be very easy for Blizzard to do something similar. They've got story writers. You know, they can...
Go ahead.
They can do something with it. And, like, they've done some comics, but it's been, like, slice of life kind of stuff.
Nothing that's really been an overarching story.
Right.
And
we've got some, like, background story. But then it's just like, okay, so we know why this, you know, why everything's happened up to this point.
What now?
What now? Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, there's been little things here and there, like teasing the return of Doomfist.
Yeah, and which we got. We got Return of Doomfist.
You know, and what have you, but...
They always tease, like, their characters ahead of time, for the most part. Like, Hammond actually got teased before with the map that they had released.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I can't remember if they had released the... Yeah, they redid one of the maps.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a room in there, and people were like, this has got to be Hammond's room. But nobody really knew what Hammond was, for sure. I think a lot of people were thinking he was going to be, like, another monkey. But nobody realized he was a hamster until I think they released him. But everybody was like, "That's Hammond," you know, like
hamster. Hammond.
So
yeah.
they've actually done similar things with Team Fortress 2. There were certain maps right before Meet the Medic was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
There were certain maps and doves started appearing in those maps. And there was a certain chance that if you killed a scout, a dove would come flying out of his corpse, which is referenced in Meet the Medic.
Yeah.
But it's just, there's a lot they can do, and they're just not.
Well,
and
lore building. I mean, it's easy enough to do. Like, you just have to tell a story. It doesn't have to be something overly epic or anything like that, but just give us the characters in situations. Like for instance, what we have here, we have Reinhard, we have Brigitte, and you have Torbjorn.
Well,
have them on the European front along with Tracer and Winston.
Here's the problem, though. You're talking about have them in situations. Okay, but do it.
That's what
they're not.
I know, and it's very easy for them to do.
Something that people have been bringing up as a point is like we still know basically jack shit about Lucio. Like
we don't know.
Nothing.
Lucio. He's an interesting character.
They know like a couple of things from like the dialogue interactions. Like he's apparently a fan of I think Diva, and Diva's a fan of him, or vice versa.
Well, they're both.
That's the character
that
they
music.
say. Yeah, and
that could actually be.
But
a thing
just
there.
overall, like there's basically no like background for like why he's there, or like he's not an Overwatch member supposedly, and like he's definitely not one of the members of like the evil.
And
Talon, yeah.
There's another thing, and it's like, all right, so we've got Overwatch and we've got Talon. So these characters clearly have like diametrically opposed views and all of this.
Mm-hmm.
So why are they working together against other groups that are working together? That doesn't make any...
Well, you see, this is one thing I think they should do in terms of storytelling, is that sometimes the lines are blurred with conflicts. Sometimes it's like man versus machine. Remember that? Remember the whole build up to that?
In that situation, so you had red and blue facing off against each other.
Yeah.
And red and blue have the same, like, pretty much the exact same team makeup.
Yes.
And then in the man versus machine, it's like, oh, hey, there's a third team and it's robots and you guys have to work together.
Yeah.
Of course, mechanically in the game, it's still reds versus blues.
Yeah,
But
they're...
That's a different... It's not a situation of the battle lines are blurred. It's, oh, hey, this guy's coming after both sides. We have to stop him.
Well, yeah, and I think what you can do is you can tell a story that in some ways blurs the lines, and maybe, I don't know, dude. There's a lot they can do. It's just they're not
issue
doing
is,
anything. They're not committing.
Basically, at this point, from like some of the people that I watch that talk a lot about Overwatch, pretty much what they're saying is they feel like for the game to actually stay alive, like considering the pace that they've been putting out little story snippets and stuff, there's either going to have to be a second game to be announced or an expansion. Otherwise, they're going to let this die. And even when they do finally get out what we've been waiting on them to say this whole time, it's going to be too late and nobody's going to give a shit anymore.
Well, it has to be within at least the next year.
Yeah, it really needed to be announced that they were doing something big with it at BlizzCon. And as far as I've heard, I've not heard a single thing about them saying anything about it.
I'm afraid this is where the whole thing is going in terms of gameplay. Or in terms of games nowadays, most studios are focusing on the mobile game aspect because of the pay-to-win bullshit that exists with Candy Crush, League of Legends, Clash of Clans, and all this. And then you have Overwatch, which has cosmetic upgrade stuff, but nothing that pretty much entices people to say, "Hey, you want to play more of the story mode? You need to buy this much gold here in order to proceed."
Well.
And that's why I don't know if that's the reason why they're going so lackadaisical on the story mode, because story nowadays in games outside of a certain amount of studios seems to be secondary. Because you look at games like God of War and games like the new Spider-Man game, games by Naughty Dog. The story is huge. Story's paramount to the gameplay. Whereas here, it's very fun. The gameplay's very fun, and it's online multiplayer and all that. But it's not engaging in the way that they want it to be. Because they want to make money off this. You see, people pay a flat fee for the game. That's all well and good. But if they want more money for the cosmetic stuff, that's another. People can buy loot crates and chests and all that, and buy in-game currency. So, in which I'm okay with, as long as it doesn't give everybody give people a leg up. I mean, hell, you can spend as much money as you want. But at the same time, as long as it doesn't give someone a gameplay edge, I don't mind it as much.
So
yeah, that's a whole different.
That's a whole different
Pandora's
argument.
box.
But,
Pandora's loot crate, so to speak.
All right, I'm going to make another comparison to Team Fortress 2 here.
Go ahead.
Okay, so TF2, you have the different classes, but you have so many different weapons to choose from, unless you're an engineer or medic, and when those weapons release, you can either try to get them in a random drop, or you can just go and, shell out a little bit of cash and just have it. Team Fortress 2, when Meet the Medic came out, went free to play. And from what they've said, they have made more money with TF2 being free to play than they ever did by selling the game.
Yeah.
So
that would probably help.
It could
be
that model change, that might be the way to go.
I don't think that making
don't...
Overwatch free to play will necessarily save it as much as it would prolong its inevitable
lifetime.
Death.
It
would be a move they could do right now, considering the fact that they obviously are still fine with nothing under their belt, ready to, nothing up their sleeve, ready to bring out to save this game. It would be something they could do right now to at least prolong the life of the game a little bit. But there's a good chance that the original fan base is going to mostly be gone and not care when it does become something worth caring about, and it'll be a second fan base that's come in from getting the game for free that's actually going to give a shit when they bring out the cool stuff. But sometimes that kind of stuff helps because you have that secondary fan base who is still playing to go back and tell everybody who quit and be like, dude, they made Overwatch kick ass again. Like, you should come back and play again.
It's a lot like...
That's a move they could do as well.
It's a lot like how World of Warcraft went through that after the Mists of Pandaria.
World of Warcraft does that over and over, actually.
But Mists of Pandaria, they said about 6 months after Pandaria, they experienced a hellacious drop in terms of player base. Probably the biggest drop that they've ever had. And it was because a lot of people saw the Pandarian update as a bit loony, a bit loopy, a bit silly.
It was off in tone from the rest of the game.
Well, yeah. But honestly, I can understand the developers throwing that in there because it's a fantasy game. You have to throw in a little bit of silliness every now and again. Otherwise, you're caught up in a loop of doom and gloom.
And it really wasn't that silly either. It was pre-established Warcraft lore that Pandarians were a thing.
Well, yeah.
And so...
Well, it's just Kung Fu Fighting Pandas. What do people think of Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah. I mean, Pandarians were in Warcraft before Kung Fu Panda was ever a movie.
Oh, yeah.
But you see, that's a pop culture swing.
Yeah.
Because you see a lot of people... Because you see, Bob Dylan, same thing. A little bit of a off kilter note here. Bob Dylan was playing House of the Rising Sun before the Animals ever even thought of recording it. Then the Animals recorded it, and then people told Bob Dylan, "Hey, stop stealing from the Animals." Yeah, it's a lot like that. I mean, it's a pop culture thing. You see, pop culture determines a lot of people's reception on things, and you see a lot of people who are not as into the lore as others, which I think is probably the majority of the fan base of the game. Because you see, you have the dedicated ones, people like you who read everything about the lore, their day one, everything like that. But then there are people who see the game, think it's kick-ass, and want to go in and do some raids with their friends, the more casual gamers. And you see, I think the casual gamers are the majority of the player base, which is why you see such sharp declines in the player base over time. And then whenever things come out and get kick-ass again, boom, you see that uptick again.
Yeah.
And I think what happens is eventually people I think people see the Pandarian thing, even though you knew about it, and the majority of other people out there knew about it. Heck, I hadn't read much into it up until I looked into the Mists of Pandaria and everything, and I saw these are pre-established.
Yeah.
They've been pre-established this long. Okay, so this is way before Kung Fu Panda, because my friend was just like, oh god, Kung Fu Panda the game. It's come to life. And I'm like, oh, God, here we go.
And I'm more like, dude, Brewmasters. I was like,
no.
Brewmaster Monks, hell yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
But I don't know. It was just like, that's what WoW has done several times, though, because Pandaria and Draenor were like their weakest expansions overall, pretty much universally agreed that they were pretty weak.
Which ones?
Pandaria and Warlords of Draenor, the one right after it.
Yeah.
And right before that was Cataclysm, which is kind of divided, and some people think Cataclysm's pretty weak. So it was like they had their first three that were awesome, and then it started to kind of go downhill steadily, and then Legion came out. And my buddy was talking to people who were playing again, and he was telling us about it. And he's like, dude, they're doing this and this and this and this and this. And he was just telling us about it. And we were kind of being like, really? Like, that sounds pretty kick-ass. And so we all went back and tried it again. And even though our buddy who was telling us all this shit about it didn't really play it, me and my other buddy were just like, fuck yeah, this expansion's awesome. And, like, we really enjoyed it again.
Yeah.
And then now they put one out that we're kind of like, this one's okay.
Yeah.
Like Legion was kick-ass, and like we came back because of word of mouth from people who were still playing, you know.
Yeah.
So this is another thing that came to me. You know, you're talking about a game where it's like, oh man, this looks kick-ass. You know, let's play it. Versus, you know, oh man, look at all this lore. Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Dark Souls, where on the surface you're just like, man, what the fuck is this story? I don't care. I'm gonna fight that big ass demon.
Yeah,
it's gonna be sick.
That's a lot of the casual gamers. A lot of the casual gamers who are in it for the challenge. You know, the whole get good crowd. I said it, and I'm saying it in context, and you know I don't mean it.
I know.
So
don't say it again, please.
But yeah, that crowd versus the lore. You know, the people who dig into the lore.
Oh
really
man,
bite into the lore and enjoy it.
There's so much in there. But you have to actually, like, look for it.
Yeah. But a lot of casual gamers don't have that patience. And instead, whenever you're stuck on a part of the game, they usually just troll bait you all over the internet.
Well,
in my opinion, casual gamers don't get very far into the Dark Souls series at all.
No. The game, casual gamers, what I mean by that is people who play the game for the challenge, and then after it's done, they don't look into anything else. They play through the game once, and they're done.
Different definitions there.
All right.
Well,
casual gamers to me is more like, my definition of casual gamers has always been people who basically like will occasionally pick up a game and play it, but it's not really their hobby. And then like gamers are people who own systems. They consistently pick up new releases when they come out. They get excited about new stuff coming out.
Okay. No, my casual gamer.
You're talking like, you know, that's like a specific, like very specific difference.
Well, yeah, there's several different levels of casual gamers, try-hard gamers. There's the troll bait gamers. I've dealt with my fair share of a lot of them. The casual gamers are, to me, the levels that you were talking about, the ones who just like play a game every now and again and just like, move on. Then there's the second level of casual gamers who are in it to just tell their friend. It's just like a friend of mine who I consider a casual gamer doesn't know the difference between Rock Band and Guitar Hero. The only thing he wanted to do was to be able to beat Through the Fire and the Flames on expert mode, and then he was done.
Is there a difference between Guitar Hero and Rock Band?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
They're two different companies, and
I mean that much I knew.
And they also
Rock Band introduced new mechanics that Guitar Hero didn't have, and new instruments.
All right.
And then Guitar Hero went back and was like, "Oh, we'll do the new instruments too."
Well,
and
then the rhythm game collapse happened.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
You're naming off all these different classes. they're all just gamers. Like, okay, would you say that people who greatly enjoy retro games are gamers?
Yes.
Even though they don't own new systems and aren't consistently picking up new releases?
Yes.
So your argument just fell apart.
How's that?
Not exactly, because they still spend a consistent amount of their time playing games.
Right, but most of your argument there was, picking up new stuff, playing the newest releases.
But they would be similarly excited about, like, dude, I got, like, Monkey Island 3 working today. It's like, let's play this,
Yeah, but that's not a new release.
It doesn't matter. That wasn't the point. you can't twist it to make it, just to make it not work that way.
The simple fact of the matter is,
Oh, sorry.
the way I
just
see
kicked
it,
you real hard.
if you play games and enjoy them, you're a gamer. Because what you guys are saying is getting dangerously close to... It sounds like you're getting dangerously close to fake fan.
No.
Anyone who plays a game, even if they like pick it up for like just 30 minutes and only enjoyed it for 30 minutes. I mean,
you can acknowledge that there are different amounts of times that people spend doing a certain thing and still not be an elitist.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna be like just because I said that fabled phrase from the Dark Souls fan base doesn't mean I'm elite loot motherfucker who's just gonna
Thank you for not saying again.
Who's just gonna shit on everybody just because they weren't able to beat the Bloodstar Beast in Bloodborne.
Ooh, you're getting close to home, man. Don't do that.
Well, yeah, I'm not.
You know what you gotta do for that?
If I were one of those,
You know what you gotta do for that?
I'll slap your shit. Don't do it.
No, hey Ben, no. Kyra,
seriously,
don't do it. So, hey Ben, if I wanted to be one of those elite, dude, bro, dad gamers who are just like all over the place, trying to make everybody feel bad just because they're not as good as me. Guess what? There's thousands and thousands of gamers out there who are way better than me.
Why is everybody trying to get me to punch them today?
Dude, bro, dad gamer?
No, dude, bro, dab.
Oh,
gamer.
dab. I thought you said dad
Didn't
gamer.
you see me do the dab? Oh God, for God's sakes. Okay, we've been going for almost over 45 minutes,
and
on
we
this
only
bitch.
got 2 of these done.
Yeah, so we're gonna do another one. So we hope you all have enjoyed what you've seen here, and until next time, signing off. I'm Nate.
I'm Ben.
I don't know anything about Overwatch, so don't get mad at me for not saying anything.
They will.
She's Kyra.
Tryhards.
Start playing Overwatch. I'm Nick.
I own Overwatch. I just need to play it.
Do it.
What?
And
do it.
And this peanut.
And Peanut.
Maybe
is a
you
good
guys
boy.
can keep it alive a little longer while we wait on them to actually do something with it.
All right, and we'll see you later, everybody. Peace out.